and welcome to today's video. My name is Anniken and today is the 15th I think of December and it's episode 12 I think of Vlogmas. As you can see, I've done a lot less vlogging while I've been here in Norway. We haven't really been doing much, so I haven't got a lot to share really. Today I'm going to share my advent calendar, of course, and then a little bit of a walk. Popped down to the shops earlier, had a lift with my mum down there, and then I walked home while she did some other stuff. And it's dry today. Snow is disappearing. There was a little bit of snow when I got here, but that's disappearing. But it is sunny today and it was dry, so that's good. So I'll share a little clip of my walk earlier on, and then I'm going to, ooh, my tripod fell down. Then I'm going to show you what knitting I brought with me. What projects I'm planning to work on while I'm here, and the yarn I bought yesterday in the yarn shop visit. There are two yarn shops in the town where my parents live, and I haven't been there yet. I'm planning to go to one of them tomorrow, maybe both of them, we'll see. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you're a returning viewer and a current subscriber, thank you very much. I appreciate your support, and please leave me a comment. Tell me if you've ever been to Norway. And tell me what your knitting plans are in the run up to Christmas. Are you trying to finish Christmas presents? I'm not. I've stopped knitting Christmas presents. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. It is 10 AM and the sun is just coming above the horizon. I'm in the south of Norway, so it doesn't get we don't get darkness here all day. You do get several hours of sunlight every day this time of year, but as you can see, 10 o'clock and the sun's just coming above the horizon. So I thought I would share with you what I've actually brought with me on this holiday in terms of knitting. I'd planned to film this before I came, but I didn't get time. So this is my Lavinia poncho, which I cast on before last summer, no, autumn, before I went to Spain in October. I can't remember how far I got on it then. I worked on it a little bit since, on and off, but not a lot. So when I got here, I probably knitted about that much since I got here. I finished the first chart. I'm on chart B now. So the original Lavinia poncho was knit in a different yarn, and which I didn't really, well, it's a yarn I can't get anymore, and I wasn't that keen on the yarn. I can't display it because I only tend to display things at shows that I have the yarn for. So I can't display it at shows because I don't sell the yarn. So I thought I would re-knit it in a colour that I do have. So I chose this beautiful colour from Shopple, this lace ball, and it is colourway 2335. 2335. The original one used 100 grams, 800 meters, but I want to make it slightly bigger. So the new one will have two sizes. One kind of short size, I guess, and one tall size, because the width is more about height really than it is about circumference really. So I'm making good progress on that. I'd like to finish that while I'm on this holiday. So I've been trying to work on that a lot. I also brought let's show you what's on the program on the needles first. So this was the sock I was knitting on the way here. I knitted most of this, so probably from about where that blue stripe starts. That's all I knitted on the travel day. I haven't knitted, I may have done a couple of rows since I got it, but not very much. So I think all that was knitted on my travel day. So I guess I'm about halfway up the leg. It's got an afterthought heel, so when I finish the sock I will undo this yellow yarn and knit the afterthought heel. I would like to finish that really before Christmas, hopefully, so I can cast on for a new sock. So the other sock yarn I bought with me was this really hot pink one, which isn't showing up that accurately on my phone. It's a bit darker really in real person, but it is a proper neon pink. I don't have the label with me, but it is opal. I may knit some socks with a lace pattern for these, but when I do solid color I do tend to knit some kind of pattern, but I haven't decided yet. So I'd like to really finish these socks and then maybe cast them for these before Christmas. There's also a chance when I visit the local yarn shops that I might buy some more yarn, we'll see, which is likely to be sock yarn. So I'm hoping to finish at least 2 pairs of socks while I'm here, maybe 3, we'll see. This pouch is from Plystre, which is a Norwegian company based in Oslo. They do have stockists in the UK and US as well. I have a large project bag from them. It doesn't come with that strap, that was just a strap I had. So that's their larger project bag. I think this is, so they do one size which they sell as a project bag, and then they do a slightly smaller one which comes as part of their backpack set, and I think this is the one that came with their backpack, because Vanessa bought the backpack, my daughter, and she wanted a slightly bigger project bag. So I had the project bag, she had the project bag that came with the backpack, and she wanted a slightly bigger project bag, so we swapped because I preferred one that was slightly smaller. So it's a great project bag. It has pockets inside. So when they launched a smaller one, I ordered it and had it sent to my parents. The other smaller one doesn't have any pockets inside. I must admit, I thought it would be like slightly bigger than this, but I didn't check the measurements or anything. For a lot of people, it might be a perfect like notions bag. For me, it is just big enough because I use magic loop to actually fit a sock project in there. I tend to, most sock yarns, a lot of sock yarns tend to come in this kind of ball, and I tend to wind them into like a normal ball. And in fact, the one that's in here now, I actually split into 2 balls, 2 50-gram balls, so it wouldn't take up too much space. So that's obviously less than 50 grams now. So it's, you can fit a sock project in there. I don't think you would be able to fit if you use double pointed needles in there. So that's on the needles. Then I brought these 2, which is West Yorkshire Spinners Exquisite 4-ply. I'm planning to knit a stranded colourwork cowl in this. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and it was a project that I planned to take with me to Norway. I haven't actually planned designed the project yet. I need to actually chart it out. Like to really cast this on before Christmas. But we'll see. So maybe this weekend I'll get that cast on. The plan is that Simon and the girls will be arriving here on Monday. At the moment, it looks like they will be allowed to travel. I came 10 days early just because I was worried about travel restrictions changing. But COVID is really high in Norway at the moment. So I don't think they'll be putting on travel restrictions because it'd be pointless. So that's hopefully good news for the girls and Simon being able to get there on Monday. So this is Wool Kitchen. It's merino silk, gorgeous colorway. This is actually from Magazine Design. This is 100 grams, but when I wound it up, it got a bit messy when I wound it up. But I was rushing a bit, but still, wool and silk can be a little bit slippery, and it just got messed up when I wound it up. So I ended up breaking it and winded 100-gram skein into 2 balls. The deadline is not till 2 weeks after I get home in January, but I'm just a bit worried that 2 weeks is going to be quite a tight deadline because it's a 4-ply yarn, and I got to knit the swatch, write the pattern, and cast on. So by the time I get that done, when I get home, it'll probably be like 10 days left. So what I thought I'd do is I'd bring this with me, knit a swatch, write the pattern, and then cast it on, and then knit enough to use up what I brought with me, and then knit the rest when I get home. I didn't bring all 3 balls. I'm always a little bit nervous about bringing stuff for deadlines with me on holiday, especially at the moment with travel restrictions and stuff, and things can change at the moment's notice, because if I get stuck here, then I won't be able to finish this. So that could be a problem. So we'll see. but hopefully that won't happen. So I'd also like to get this pattern written up and cast on, or at least the pattern written up before Simon and the girls get here. I don't really want to do too much work once the Simon and the girls get here, but before they come, I'm happy to do a bit of work. And then yesterday, as you saw in the last Vlogmas video, I went to a local yarn shop. Well, it wasn't a local yarn shop. It was in a nearby town called Ski. She's spelled ski, and it means ski. And Ski means it's the Norwegian word for ski. There's a big shopping centre there, and they have a really big yarn shop, which you would have seen in my Vlogmas episode 11, I guess it was. So I bought this tote bag, which is really big. Love the colour, bright green. It says strikkedronning, which means knitting queen. So I thought that was quite useful. I wish that was a bit bigger, but I think that's quite useful. Obviously, people in the UK won't know what it means. And then I bought these two balls. This is Reima Finull, which is 100% Norwegian wool. It has 175 meters, 50 grams. I used them for a pair of stranded colour hand warmers, which I do have with me, but they're in the hallway, in dark grey and light grey. So I saw that colours. The shop I went to had a whole wall full of Reima Finull. Just, they must have had all the colours, I guess. I don't know. There was just tons of colours. So I bought that one because it was really bright pink. It is actually a bit darker in real life than what it looks on my screen. Light here is very bright at the moment because it's middle of the day, and it's quite bright outside today. And you get quite a sort of blue light here in the winter. And I'm sitting right in front of the window to make the most of the light. So I almost picked up like a pale grey colour. But then I thought maybe I'll go for some different. So that's a very pale lavender. So I thought they would make a good pair of hand warmers. I may, because one of the local yarn shops actually do sell the Reima as well. At least they did last time I was there last year. So I may pick up a pale grey. I do have a pale grey at home. So depending on whether I decide to cast on these while I'm here or not, I may not. We'll see. But I really like that bright pink. And two of these will be plenty for a pair of mittens or hand warmers. My Voss mittens and hand warmers are the ones I brought with me. And you can find the pattern for that on my Pay Hip and Ravelry pattern stores. Okay, so that's all the yarn I've got, I think. Yes. So we'll see how much knitting I get done while I'm here. I will keep you updated.